Assalamu alaikum. I am Muhammad Mahmud Hassan, Assistant Teacher, Agriculture, Greenfield School and College. Dear student of class 10, today I am going to discuss about some board questions on chapter 2 on agricultural studies. Now I am going to discuss my first question. This question came in the SSC examination on 2019. So let's start. The stem is very large, so you should be very careful to read this stem. Scenery 1. Mritika was traveling with her father and saw that some part of a river are surrounded by bamboo and the branches of the trees and covered by water hyacinth. Besides, she saw a red flag and asks question to her father regarding this. Scenery 2. Nayan was traveling beside the river of Atrai in the month of May and saw that the law enforcing agencies are watching from the boat. There was a poster on the board: abide by the rules of Fisheries Act and increase the production of fishes. That time they observed that a person was catching fishes in one side of a river. They asked the person and came to know that his name is Hiru, who got punished 2 times for defaulting laws. Question A. In which layer of pond the rui fish takes food? Question B. Why excess mud should not be at the bottom of the pond? Explain. Question C. What steps should be taken regarding Hiru for the mentioned scenario 2? Explain. Question D. To produce more fishes, the mentioned scenario 1 can play a great role. Analyze it. Answer of the question. A. Rui fish feeds from the middle layer of the pond. Answer of the question B is excess mud at the bottom of the pond can hinder growth and production of fish. Excess mud of 20 to 25 centimeter at the bottom of the pond can dilute pond water. Due to this, sunlight cannot enter the pond water, which hinders growth of natural feed. This also creates harmful gases at the bottom of the pond and harmful bacteria and other insects pollute the pond environment. That's why excess mud should be removed from the bottom of the pond. Answer of the question C is Hiru from the stem violates the law and catches fish using current net. Hiru can be motivated not to break the law by the following ways. 1. Financial assistance from the government. 2. Arrangement of alternative livelihood for keeping him away from fishing during breeding season. Number 3. Loans from the banks with the easy condition to improve his economic situation. Number 4. Increased mass awareness on harm to the environment and the fishes due to catching of egg-laying fishes. Number 5. Campaign to keep people away from buying fishes with eggs inside. The following activities can be taken to stop Hiru from breaking law. Now, answer of the question D. Situation 1 in the stem described the context of a fish sanctuary. Fish sanctuary is any water body or its specific area where fishing is banned for a specific time of a year or for all the year round or long term or permanently. This secures the living spaces of the fishes. It also conserves the free and open breeding spaces for the fishes. Safe shelter helps preserve engaged species of fishes. It also ensures sufficient production of natural feed for the growth of fishes. Reproduction and stocking can be increased by protecting mature fish. Fish diversity can be conserved in adequate environment. Increasing fish production in free water bodies plays an important role in our food security. From the above discussion, it could be said that the role of fish sanctuaries are extremely important in increasing fish production. Now I am going to discuss about next question that came in the SSC examination in 2018. The stem of the question is: there are 100 hybrid hens in Mirage layer poultry farm. To know proper utilization of feed, Mirage went to livestock officer and the officer advised him about the standard and necessary amount of feed. As a result, Mirage were benefited. Number 1 question is: what is fish sanctuary? Question B is: explain the usefulness of rogging. Question C: calculate the amount of feed for Mirage's farm for each week. Question D: analyze the reasons of livestock officer's suggestion. Answer of question A: fish sanctuary is any water body or its specific area like Haor, Bill or any portion of river where fishing is banned for a specific time of a year or for all the year round or long term or permanently for purpose of providing safe shelter and breeding space for the fishes. Question B: rogging or selection method is a technique of removing unwanted plants from the plots of land which is being prepared for cultivation. Due to rogging, the purity of seeds remain intact. Rog this technique, good quality seed can be produced and a spread of disease and infestation of pests can be stopped. As the unwanted plants are removed from the field, there is less competition for light, air and nutrition on the land and the selected plants can grow properly. Number C. Miraj has 100 growing chicken in his farm. The amount of feed needed for the 100 chicken is given below. Number 1. Growing layer chicken requires 70 gram feed per day. 100 growing layer chicken would require for 7 days feed equal to 70 into 100 into 7 equal to 49,000 gram equal to 49 kg. Thus, 100 growing layer chicken would require 49 kg of feed for 7 days. Now, answer of question D. The livestock officer provided advice on quality and amount of feed to Miraj, which had helped him. Quality of feed means the presence of carbohydrate, protein, fat, minerals, and vitamins in the feed. On the other hand, amount of feed means per day supply of feed for the poultry birds according to their age and weight. Like other animals, chickens also require feed for growth, production of energy, and increased disease prevention ability. On the other hand, chicken feed need to be good quality in order to make profit from chicken rearing. Thus, chicken needs to be supplied feed in such a way that there is no lack of any ingredient in the feed. Adequate quality feed helps in rearing the damaged cells, maintain growth and formation of bones in the body of birds. Good quality feed helps in energy production along with increased immunity from diseases. It also helps in production of eggs and meat. Providing adequate amount of feed also helps in growth and production of chicken. Thus, from the above discussion, it can be said that as expected amount of production can be attained through providing good quality and adequate amount of feed to the layer chicken, the advice of the livestock officer is logical. Now observe the following stem and answer the question. This question came in the examination in 2017. First image is some phytoplankton and second image is about some zooplankton. First question is what is phytoplankton, second question is what lime apply in pond, explain, describe the third question is describe the symptoms of microorganism presence in the pond water mentioned on the stem, and last question is write down the importance of microorganism on the above stem and analyze how those produce on the pond. Answer of the first question is phytoplankton are microscopic plant or animal organisms of pond water which are used as fish feed. Answer of the question B is lime increases the fertility of water and soil. It maintains pH level of water, reduces the turbidity and keep water clean. It also destroys germs of fish diseases. Lime ensures increase of efficacy of other fertilizers. Now C. Answer of the question C is the stem mentioned about phytoplankton and zooplankton. One-celled algae or plant molecules that usually float freely in the water are called phytoplankton. Some examples of phytoplankton are chlorella, anabaena, microcystis, etc. On the other hand, animal molecules found floating freely in the water is called zooplankton. Some examples of zooplankton are Daphnia, copepod, rotifer. Presence of Phytoplankton changes the color of the pond water into green or greenish. If water color becomes brownish green, reddish green, or yellowish green, it can be understood that zooplankton is present with phytoplankton in the pond water. Now the answer of the question D is the microorganisms mentioned in the stem are phytoplankton and zooplankton that are the main natural feed of the fish. Both these molecules play important role as natural natural feed if these microorganisms are sufficiently available in the pond. Then external supplementary feed and fertilizers are needed. It increases the cost of fish cultivation and lowers the harmful effects of artificial feed. Application of fertilizer creates natural feed for the fishes in the pond. Different nutrients like phosphorus, potassium can be mixed with water by applying fertilizer in the pond. Phytoplankton grows in the water utilizing these plants. Zooplankton grows depending on the phytoplanktons. There are two types of fertilizers such as A. Organic fertilizer like cow dung, feces of the poultry birds. B. Inorganic fertilizer like urea, TSP, MP. The fertilizer should be applied 5 to 7 days after applying lime in the pond water. The fertilizer should be applied within the time between morning and noon at the sunny day. After dissolving in water, fertilizer should be sprayed equally all over the pond. Doses of fertilizer applied in the pond are given in the table. Organic fertilizer. Name of the fertilizer and dose. Cow dung. Dose of cow dung is 5 to 7 kg, or excreta of poultry bird is 3 to 4 kg per decimal. Inorganic fertilizer. Name of the fertilizer is urea. Dose is 100 to 150 gram per decimal. TSP. Dose of TSP is 50 to 75 gram per decimal, and dose of MP is 20 grams per decimal. Hence, if pond water is lacking natural feed, then it can be produced through applying fertilizer. This is all about today's class. In the next class, I will discuss more question about this chapter. Thanks for watching this video.